Part of integral calculus, specifically at indefinite integration, we learnt many formulas and simple problems, simple direct problems from the formulas we did in the last few classes. And now this is about ninth point. Just look here. See, integral of x cube with respect to x power 5. Actually, we know integral of x cube with respect to x. Integral of x cube dx is integral of x cube with respect to x. That integral of x cube with respect to x is simply nothing but x power 4 by 4 plus c. We write like that. But this question is about finding integral of x cube with respect to x power 5. See, very rarely we use this sense, okay? At derivatives, frequently we use derivative of a function with respect to some other function. But at integration, derivative of a function with respect to some other function is very rarely used, but we have to know about it. Okay? Integral of x cube with respect to x power 5 can be written as integral of x cube into d of x power 5. This is the sense. Integral of x cube with respect to x is integral x cube dx. Integral of x cube with respect to x power 5 is this x cube into derivative of x power 5. Okay? Now you just try to rewrite. This is equals to integral of x cube into what you say about d of xy. D of xy in the sense differentiation of x power 5. D of x power 5 means differentiation of x power 5. Right? So what is the differentiation of x power 5? 5 x power 4 into derivative of x. Because here derivative of x power 5 is involved, but with respect to x is not mentioned. So you need to write in such a way. 5x power 4 into dx. Is it right? So now this is equals to 5 is constant. Keep it out. X power 3 into x power 4 is x power 7 dx. 5 integral x power 7 dx. And now this is equals to 5. Now this is a regular function. Derivative integral of x power 7 with respect to x. See, we are familiar with this. So integral of x power 7 with respect to x is x power 8 by 8 plus c. So at the end your answer is 5x power 8 by 8 plus c. That's it. So finding integral of a function with respect to some other function can be written in such a way. Okay. So integral of f of x with respect to some other function g of x, see, can be written as integral of f of x into d g of x. Okay. If this is again d f of x, then it is very comfortable for us to write. But it is d g of x, then you need to proceed in such a way. Now just think about the next problem. Integral of x cube with respect to 1 by x. Okay. How to solve this? Integral of x cube with respect to 1 by x. So integral of x cube into derivative of 1 by x. Is it right? So now first of all you just split this d of 1 by x. What is the derivative of 1 by x? This is equals to integral of x cube into minus 1 by x square into dx. Is it right? This is x power minus 1 and into x power n minus 1. So minus 1 by x square. Now if you simplify, this is integral of minus x dx. You just write minus out, and for x its integration is x square by 2 plus c. There else. Okay. So you just try to memorize. Integral of a function with respect to other function can be written in such a way. And now the last problem. I gave you the integral of sin x with respect to cos x. So this is equals to integral of the first function sin x into, since we are calculating with respect to cos x, sin x into derivative of cos x. This is equals to integral of sin x into what you say about the derivative of cos x. Right. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Is it right? Dx. Minus sin x dx. Okay. Just try to write the derivative of this cos x. Actually, we are writing derivative of cos x with respect to x, but that dx is not mentioned here, so you need to write. So now sin x into minus sin x, its integral we need to calculate. How to calculate its integral? This is equals to minus sin square x dx. We don't have any formula to write the derivative of sin square x directly with us. There is a method of calculating its derivative. Okay, see, sin square x can be written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So this is equals to minus integral of 1 minus cos 2x divided by 2 dx. I think you are familiar with the trigonometric formula. See, లాస్ట్ క్లాస్లో కూడా చెప్పాను, రెగ్యులర్గా మనం ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీని యూజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాము ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేసేటప్పుడు. సో ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ ఫార్ములాస్ రివైజ్ చేయడం చాలా చాలా అవసరం. ఓకే, స్టిల్ మీకు ఇంకా ఏదైనా కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటే వన్స్ ఇంకా రేపు కూడా మనకు టైం ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి యూ జస్ట్ రివైజ్ ఆల్ యువర్ ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ ఫార్ములే అండ్ ఆల్ యువర్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ ఫార్ములే, ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఫార్ములే, ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ ఫార్ములే ఆల్ టుగెదర్ అన్ని పర్ఫెక్ట్గా మనం ఉంటే దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఈజీ టు ఆన్సర్ ది క్వశ్చన్స్. ఓకే, రైట్. అండ్ నౌ see, you just write 1 by 2 is also out, so this is equals to minus 1 by 2 into 1 dx. As I said in the last class, integral of 1 dx is x minus cos 2x dx. What you say about the integral of cos 2x dx? Okay, see, in the next point I explained you about substitution method. It's a little bit belongs to that. Okay, actually integral of cos x is sin x. So here cos 2x is given, so simply it is sin 2x, but since 2x is there, so you need to write divided by 2. So 1 minus 1 by 2 x minus sin 2x by 2 plus c is the actual answer for this integral of sin x with respect to cos x. Okay, have a look. Integration of a function with respect to some other function. If you have any doubts, just mention. So, next thing is method of substitution or change of variables method. See, you just have a look. So, usually మన దగ్గర ఇండెఫినెట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఫార్ములాస్ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి, బట్ కొన్నిసార్లు మనం ఫార్ములాని యూజ్ చేస్తున్నా సరే ఆన్సర్ చేయలేము. ఓకే, బట్ ఒక చిన్న సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్, జస్ట్ వేరియబుల్ని చేంజ్ చేస్తూ ఒక చిన్న సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మనం కన్సిడర్ చేయగలిగితే దెన్ ఆటోమేటికల్లీ మనకు తెలిసిన ఫార్ములా ఫార్మేట్లోకి ప్రాబ్లం చేంజ్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, దెన్ ఆటోమేటిక్గా మనం ఫార్ములా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు, సింపుల్గా ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు. సో వన్ థింగ్, if the problem is not in the list of known formulae, then we just try to convert the problem into the known formulary form using any substitution. Okay, after that we use any one of the formula and then we answer it. Okay, right. You just have a look here. Integral of cos x dx, we know it as sin x. Okay, but what you say about integral of sin square x cos x dx? To answer this, you just first of all look at about this one. This is the general formula. Integral of f dash of gx into g dash of x dx. So for this, I just take g of x is equals to t. The problem is actually in terms of x, but now I am trying to convert this problem in terms of t. Okay, so integral of f dash of gx into g dash of x dx, you just take g of x is equals to t. If g of x is equals to t, then you just differentiate on both sides, then g dash of x dx is equals to dt. Okay, see, this line is very important. Okay, just we apply differentiation on both sides. Left side for g, its derivative is g dash of x into dx is equals to dt. I think this is clear. Now you just convert the given problem in terms of t, then given problem is equals to f dash of t I need to take, because g of x is t, right? And this g dash of x dx is dt by our substitution. Now look this. Actually given problem is in terms of x. Now by taking a simple substitution as g of x is equals to t, see, we have a problem in terms of t, f dash of t into dt. Derivative of a function in terms of t, we are calculating its integral with respect to t. this integral sign and then this derivative gets cancelled. You left with f of t plus some constant c. That's your answer. This much simple substitution method. You just have a look at the next problem. What is the derivative of cos of log x into 1 by x dx? Actually, see, what is the derivative of cos x? Derivative of cos x is minus sin x simply. Derivative of cos x is sin x, we know it. Okay, but what you say about derivative integral of cos of log x dx? Integral of cos x is sin x. What you say about integral of cos of log x dx? See, we don't have any formula or method trick to find the integral of cos of log x dx. But cos of log x into 1 by x if we have, then it is easy. Why? Because here involved function is log x and its derivative is also there along with that. So my substitution is, take this log x is equals to 1 by t. Derivative of log x is equals to t. Take that log x is equals to t. So if you take this log x as t, then simply, so you just do differentiation on both sides. Derivative of log x is 1 by x dx is equals to dt. Left side for log x 1 by x dx, right side it is dt. Now convert the problem in terms of t. Then the given problem is equals to integral of cos t dt. Is it clear? Replacing log x with t and replacing 1 by x dx with dt. Now integral of cos t dt is what? Integral of cos t dt is sin t, right? Sin t plus c. But t is actually log x to the base e. So our answer at the end is sin of log x to the base e plus c. Have a look. Okay. See, integral of cos of log x. There is no chance to write its integral with respect to x with us. So for that, you just, if there is a combination of 1 by x, then it is easy. Okay. If there is a combination with 1 by x, this is the way to answer using substitution method. That's what we are discussing right now here. Okay. Have it. And the next thing is integral of sin square x into cos x dx. Okay. You just try to think about the substitution. So here my substitution is sin x is equals to t. If sin x is equals to t and then apply differentiation on both sides, derivative of sin x is cos x into dx is equals to dt. Okay. See, sin x is equals to t, then its derivative is cos x into dx is equals to t. So now you just convert the given problem in terms of t. So the given problem is equals to t square dt, because this total cos x dx will become what? dt. Okay. This total cos x dx is simply what? Sin x, derivative of sin x, and that's why I wrote like that. So and then integral of t square dt is what? t cube by 3 plus c. That is equals to t is sin, so sin cube x by 3 plus c. There is the problem. Okay, just have a look. See, in another way you can also view this integral of sin square x cos x dx as like this. Just have a look. Actually both are similar. See, integral of sin square x into this cos x dx is simply nothing but derivative of sin x. Integral of sin square x with respect to sin x. Integral of sin square x with respect to sin x means, see, sin x and sin square x, so you just write it like t square dt. Okay, for our convenience just we are writing like this. Integration of t square with respect to t is t cube by 3. Integral of y square with respect to y is y cube by 3. Integral of x square with respect to x is x cube by 3. Integral of sin square x with respect to sin x is nothing but sin cube x by 3 plus c. Okay, both are same. Actually, for understanding, initially we do in this way, substitution method. If we are very much comfortable with this type of substitution, then directly you just think about the problem in such a way that some function into the derivative of that function gives us the exact answer. Okay, so this is initial way of learning using substitution method. Okay, and if we are good at this substitution method, then if you are able to write directly in such a way, that gives you answer in less amount of time, right? Try to practice both initially, try to understand everything. Now, see, just have a look. Substitution method. Substitution method has many benefits. Substitution method solves many problems in finding integrals. Okay. Now, integral of f dash of ax plus p dx. See, actually, we know integral of f dash of x dx. You just have a look. Integral of f dash of x dx is equals to f of x plus c. Is it right? So just have a look. This differentiation and this integration gets cancelled as we discussed with the observations of indefinite integration. Integral of f dash of x dx is f of x plus c. We know this. But here, instead of that x, we have ax plus b. Some linear function. This is what some linear function. Okay, right. So integral of f dash of ax plus b dx, if you have, how to solve this? So for that, you just take this ax plus b is equals to t. You just take ax plus b is equals to t. By taking ax plus b as t and now apply differentiation on both sides. Differentiation on both sides because we need to convert dx also in terms of t. Actual problem is there in terms of x. Now we are trying to convert the problem in terms of t. Further consider let ax plus b as t. Now you just do differentiation on both sides. A into derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of b is 0. A into 1 plus 0 into dx, because we are differentiating with respect to x, that is equals to dt. So now what is this a into 1 plus 0? This is a, right? So a into dx is equals to dt. So if ax plus b is equals to t, then a into dx is equals to dt. Now you just convert everything in terms of t. So then given problem is equals to integral of f dash of ax plus b is t and this dx is dt by a. F dash of ax plus b into dx, okay, ax plus b is t, so f dash of t and this dx is dt by a. Now this 1 by a is constant, right? So since integration is nothing but summation, there is a chance to separate, to pick out the constant value. So write 1 by a out and you have integral of f dash of t dt. Now this integral of f dash of dt, t dt is simply nothing but our known idea, right? We have this particular idea, integral of f dash of x dx is f of x. So now in the same way, in the similar way, we have integral f dash of t dt. So that is equals to 1 by a into f of t plus c. What you say about that t? Ax plus b. 1 by a into f of ax plus b plus c. Actually problem is there in terms of x. So we need to mention our answer also in terms of x only. Meanwhile, we just make an involvement of t for our convenience. At the end, you need to mention your answer surely in terms of x only. Okay, just have a look. This is actual substitution method. Okay, very simple way this is. Okay, no need to think all these things. If this function is linear, you need to divide with a. That's it. Okay, so now you just answer these questions. Integral of sin x dx is cos x plus c. Okay, minus cos x, I think so. Integral of sin x dx is minus cos x plus c. Then what to say about integral of sin 3x dx? Here we have 3x, but the derivative is with respect to x only. Okay, you need to write it also in terms of 3x. So now I will rewrite it like this: integral of sin 3x into derivative of 3x by 3. Is there anything wrong? This dx also can be written as d3x by 3. This is the other way. Taking 3x as t, convert in terms of t. That's one idea. Or expressing dx as d3x by 3 is the other idea. Both are similar actually. So this 1 by 3 is constant. Just write it out. Integral of sin 3x with respect to 3x. Integral of sin 3x with respect to 3x is simply minus cos 3x plus c. And then what is your answer? Sin 3x minus cos 3x. Because here x coefficient is 3, you need to write 1 by 3 out. So with all this discussion, what you say about integral of sin 3x dx finally? Integral of sin 3x dx is nothing but what? Minus cos 3x by 3 plus c. Okay, this is the reason actually why we write, see, in the previous problem, ninth one, we wrote integral of cos 2x as sin 2x by 2. Okay, this is the reason actually. And now integral of sin of 3x plus 5, this is a linear function. So for linear functions, integral of sin 3x plus 5, if you have, you just write its integration as minus cos of 3x plus 5, just it is divided by coefficient of x, which is 3. For differentiation we do into 3. Here divided by 3. What you say about differentiation of sin 3x? Differentiation of sin 3x is cos 3x into 3. Integral of sin 3x is, as per the rule, minus cos 3x divided by 3. For integration, divided by. Okay. So in e power 13x minus 17. What you say? E power 13x minus 17. If it is differentiation, what you say? If we are going to calculate the differentiation for e power x, differentiation formula is e power x. So e power 13x minus 17 into 13. That is differentiation. Since we are at integration, so if you write its answer, it becomes e power 13x minus 17 by 13 plus c. Then it's 1 by x. What is the standard integration formula for 1 by something? 1 by something, its integration value is log x. Integral of 1 by x is log x. So integral of 1 by 14x plus 19 is simply nothing but logarithm of 14x plus 19 base e. Here x coefficient is 14, so divided by 14 plus c. If linear is involved, then we do in this way. If instead of linear, if we have any quadratic or some other polynomial, we do by substitution method. Now, integral of 1 by root 5x minus 11 dx. What you say about integral of 1 by root x? Integral of 1 by root x. Think about it. As we discussed in the previous class, integral of 1 by root x is simply 2 root x. Okay. So 1 by root something. So 2 root something. Here that something is 5x minus 11. Here x coefficient is 5. So you need to write divided by 5 plus c. Always if ax plus b is involved as a composite function with some other function, you need to write its coefficient of x, 1 by coefficient of x into the actual formula. Okay, have a look. So now just observe this to get much confidence on this substitution method. See, for example, integral of cos x dx. Integral of cos x is sin x, so plus c. Okay, integral of cos x dx is sin x basically. So what you say about integral of some tan x minus 3 dx? As we discussed, see, this is tan x minus 3. What is its differentiation? Differentiation of tan x minus 3 is 10 dx. But dx is there here, 10 is not involved, and that's why we will multiply with 10, we will divide with 10. As an answer, we write 1 by 10 cos of tan x minus 3 plus c. Just try to understand, okay? Here it is tan x minus 3. Its differentiation is 10 dx. What is its differentiation? 10 dx. But dx is here, but not 10. So I just multiply with 10, I will divide with 10. This 1 by 10 comes out. This 10 dx is simply derivative of this tan x minus 3. So our answer at the end is 1 by 10 cos of tan x minus 3 plus c. That's what we need to understand. Okay, right. For suppose if you have integral of cos of x square minus 7x dx, what you say? Integral of cos of x square minus 7x dx. See, cos of x square minus 7x, but this differentiation is with respect to x. So we have no chance to answer this right now. Okay, now how to answer this? See, if the function is like cos of x square minus 7x into, what is its differentiation? 2x minus 7 into dx. You just try to have a look. See, everything is a separate question actually. If the question is about finding integral for cos of x square minus 7x with respect to x, then we have no chance to write its answer right now. For suppose if we have integral of cos of x square minus 7x into its derivative 2x minus 7 into dx, then in such case this is some t its derivative is this, so cos t, so its derivative is sin t, so directly you just write it like sin of x square minus 7x plus c. Always no need to write this as t, this as dt, and write it though so many steps is not required. You just try to observe this. Okay, see, if something is involved along with cos, you need to search for its derivative. If it exists, then it is easy to answer, right? So for suppose if we have integral of cos of e power x dx, integral of cos of e power x dx, see, we have no chance to answer right now, because why? Here cos of e power x is involved, but derivative is with respect to x, no chance. So if it is derivative of e power x, then okay, or otherwise if there is a multiplication of e power x with here, then okay. So for this problem we have no chance to answer right now. But instead of this problem, if you have cos of e power x into e power x dx, then it is easy for us to answer, because cos of t and this is dt, so its answer is sin of t, sin of e power x plus c. If you observe, see, when compared with the second one, cos of x square minus 7x into 2x minus 7 and cos of x square minus 7x, when you compare these two, this looks simple when compared with the other, but we have no chance to answer this simple one. We have a chance to answer this one. Why? Because its differentiation is there along with that. Have a look. సో ఇప్పటిదాకా మనం ఏదైతే సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మీద ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేసామో, కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అలాంటివి ఇంకొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చాయిపోయినాయి. ఓకేనా? సో కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉండకూడదు, క్లియర్గా మెయింటైన్ అవ్వాలి మీరు. ఓకేనా? రైట్. సో యాక్చువల్గా మనం ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్ని చేయాలంటే స్టాండర్డ్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఫార్ములాస్ ఏవైతే మనం చెప్పుకున్నామో అవన్నీ తెలిసి ఉండాలి. సో ఈ బోర్డు మీద ఉన్న ఈ లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఆన్సర్ చేయడం కోసం ఈ స్టాండర్డ్ ఫార్ములాస్ మీకు తెలిసి ఉండాలి. ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఆఫ్ e power x is e power x, integral of 1 by root x is 2 root x, integral of sin x is minus cos x, integral of x power n is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, right. So these are the standard formula list. I think you all have the formula list in your hands. Now we need to answer these questions. నేనేమంటున్నానంటే ప్రతి ప్రాబ్లంకి ఇప్పుడే మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయలేము. జస్ట్ వీఆర్ ఎట్ వాట్ 10th point of the indefinite integration. Round about we need to discuss 50 to 60 points. ఓకే, ఎక్కువ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చెప్పుకుంటే 100 పాయింట్స్ దాకా వెళ్తాం మనం. వీఆర్ జస్ట్ అట్ 10th పాయింట్. సో అన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్కి ఇప్పుడే మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయడం కుదరదు. అయితే ఎట్లాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ని మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయగలం యూజింగ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మెథడ్, ఎలాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయలేము. ఓకే, ఆ క్లారిటీ మీ దగ్గర మెయింటైన్ అవ్వాలి. రైట్. కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మెథడ్ కాకపోయినా విత్ సమ్ అదర్ మెథడ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇండెఫినిట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ we will answer these problems later. Okay, and integration అనేది ఓన్లీ ఇంటర్మీడియట్తో బౌండ్ అయ్యి కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయే టాపిక్ కాదు, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఓకేనా? ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ ఈజ్ జస్ట్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఇంటర్మీడియట్తో క్లోజ్ అయిపోతుంది ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ. ఫర్దర్గా యూ జస్ట్ గో విత్ యువర్ బ్యాచులర్స్ డిగ్రీ, మాస్టర్స్ డిగ్రీకి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ అనే టాపిక్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవ్వదు, ఇంకా ఇంటర్మీడియట్తోనే అయిపోతుంది. బట్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ కూడా ఆల్మోస్ట్ అంతే. ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ టాపిక్ అనేది ఇంటర్మీడియట్ స్టేజ్లో రౌండ్ అబౌట్ ఈ స్టేజ్లో స్టార్ట్ అయితే ఇట్ గోస్ ఆన్ అన్నమాట. ఓకేనా? సో మీరు బ్యాచులర్స్ డిగ్రీ తీసుకుంటే మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో 3 years 4 years ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఉంటుంది. మీరు మాస్టర్స్ డిగ్రీ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ చేస్తే మోర్ 2 years ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఉంటుంది. ఈవెన్ మీరు ఇంజనీరింగ్లో జాయిన్ అయినా కూడా ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్స్లో ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ అనేది ఎప్పటితో అయిపోయే టాపిక్ కాదు, ఈవెన్ ఇండెఫినిట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ కూడా. కాబట్టి ఫర్ ఫ్యూ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయడం ఇమ్మీడియట్గా అంత ఈజీ టాస్క్ కాదంటున్నాను నేను. ఓకేనా? సో అయితే సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మీద యూజ్ చేసి ఎట్లాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఆన్సర్ చేయగలం, ఎట్లాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఆన్సర్ చేయలేమనేది మనకు తెలియాలి ముందు. ఆ తెలియకపోతే ప్రతి ప్రాబ్లమ్ని ట్రై చేస్తాము, మిస్టేక్స్ చేసే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. అందుకని నేను 2 లిస్ట్ ఇచ్చాను ఇక్కడ. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మీరు ఇక్కడ చూస్తే ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఆఫ్ e power sin x dx అని ఇచ్చాను. ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఆఫ్ e power sin x dx మీరు ఆన్సర్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చినప్పుడు e power sin x అని ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇది యాక్చువల్ బేస్ ఫంక్షన్ అంటే e power something. e power something ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ సంథింగ్ డెరివేటివ్ పక్కన ఉండాలి. వాట్ ఈస్ ది డెరివేటివ్ ఆఫ్ sin x అంటే cos x. సో cos x dx పక్కన ఉంటే మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయగలం. ఇన్ కేస్ cos x dx లేకపోతే cos x తో మల్టిప్లై చేసి డివైడ్ చేయడం కుదరదు, ఎందుకంటే cos x ఇస్ నాట్ ఏ కాన్స్టెంట్, ఇది వేరియబుల్ క్వాంటిటీ, రైట్? సో cos x తో మల్టిప్లై చేసి డివైడ్ చేసి రాయడం కుదరదు. ఇందాక ప్రీవియస్ ప్రాబ్లంలో లీనియర్ ఫంక్షన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు x కోఎఫిషియంట్ కాన్స్టెంట్ కాబట్టి మల్టిప్లై చేసి డివైడ్ చేశాం. ఓకే, సో నా ఇంటెన్షన్ ఏంటంటే ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఆఫ్ e power sin x dx ని మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయలేము ఎట్ ప్రెసెంట్. బట్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఆఫ్ e power sin x ఇంటూ కాస్ ఎక్స్ డిఎక్స్. డెరివేటివ్ ఆఫ్ సైన్ ఎక్స్ ఇస్ కాస్ ఎక్స్. సిన్స్ ఇట్ మనకి ఇప్పుడు ఉంది కాబట్టి ఈ సైన్ ఎక్స్ కనుక సమ్ వేరియబుల్ టీ అయితే కాస్ ఎక్స్ డిఎక్స్ డిటి అవుతుంది. సో ఇట్స్ ఆన్సర్ ఈ పవర్ టీకి ఆన్సర్ ఈ పవర్ టీ కాబట్టి ఈ పవర్ సైన్ ఎక్స్ ప్లస్ సి ఇస్ అవర్ ఆన్సర్. అలా అర్థం చేసుకోమంటున్నాను నేను. ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఆఫ్ 1/√x³ + 7x. 1/√x dx ఉంటే 2√x. ఇక్కడ సమ్ అదర్ ఫంక్షన్ ఉంది, దాని డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ పక్కన లేదు కాబట్టి దీనికి ఆన్సర్ ఎట్లా మనం చేయలేము. బట్ వీఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు ఆన్సర్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్. వై? బికాస్ ఈ x³ + 7x t అంటే దీని డెరివేటివ్ 3x² + 7 ఇక్కడ అటాచ్ అయ్యింది కదా. సో ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ t, దిస్ ఇస్ dt. సో 1/√t కి 2√t. సో డైరెక్ట్లీ ఇట్స్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ 2√x³ + 7x + c. Just try to understand what I am saying. Integral of sin of tan x. Sin x ఉంటే మనకు తెలుసు మైనస్ cos x అని. బట్ sin of tan x ఉంటే sin of సంథింగ్ అన్నప్పుడు ఆ సంథింగ్ డెరివేటివ్ అటాచ్ అయ్యి ఉంటే మనం ఈజీగా ఆన్సర్ చేయగలం. బట్ ఇక్కడ అటాచ్ అయ్యి లేదు కాబట్టి ఎట్ ప్రెజెంట్ మనం ఆన్సర్ చేయలేము. అసలు చేయలేమని చెప్పట్లేదు నేను. ఎట్ ప్రెజెంట్ యూజింగ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మెథడ్ దేర్ ఇస్ నో ఛాన్స్ టు ఆన్సర్ దిస్. బట్ sin of tan x ఇంటూ డెరివేటివ్ ఆఫ్ tan x ఏంటి? secant² x dx ఉంది అక్కడ. అంటే ఈ tan x మీరు చేయొచ్చు బై టేకింగ్ t. ఈ tan x కనుక మనం t అంటే secant² x dx అనేది dt అవుతుంది. డైరెక్ట్ గా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయగలిగితే ఈజీగా ఆన్సర్ చేయొచ్చు. sin t dt. సో యువర్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ మైనస్ cos t మైనస్ cos ఆఫ్ దట్ t is tan x మైనస్ cos ఆఫ్ tan x plus c. In the same way, integral of log x base e power 4. We have no chance to answer this because something power 4 ఉంటే ఆన్సర్ చేయొచ్చు with respect to x. x power 4 dx మనం చేయగలం. బట్ సంథింగ్ పవర్ 4 ఉంది, ఆ సంథింగ్ డెరివేటివ్ పక్కన ఉండాలి. సో log x base e power 4 into 1/x. Why? Because log x base e కనుక t అంటే దాని డెరివేటివ్ 1/x dx dt. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏమైపోతుంది ప్రాబ్లం? ఈ log x base e t కాబట్టి t పవర్ 4 into dt అవుతుంది. t పవర్ 4 into dt అంటే t పవర్ 5/5 plus c. t పవర్ 5 అంటే log x base e to the power 5/5 plus c. In the same way, this is also. So, direct answer చేయడం కుదరదు. But this function to the power 11 into its derivative. Its derivative is 10x power 4, 14x is given. దీని డెరివేటివ్ అటాచ్ అయ్యింది కాబట్టి దీని ఆన్సర్ ఏమవుతుందంటే that something to the power 12/12 plus c. That means 2x power 5 plus 7x² power 12/12 plus c అని ఆన్సర్ చేయొచ్చు. సో ఎట్లాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనం సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మీద యూజ్ చేసి చేయగలం, ఎట్లాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేయలేమనే క్లారిటీ మన దగ్గర ఉంటే సో ఈజీగా మనం మూవ్ అయిపోవచ్చు. మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్ని స్టాండర్డ్ ఫార్ములాస్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్లతో సాల్వ్ అయిపోయే విధంగానే ఉంటాయి. మనం యూజువల్గా ఫేస్ చేసేటువంటి వర్క్ షీట్ మెటీరియల్స్లో, ఈవెన్ మన దీప్తి బుక్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా. ఓకే, సో దీని మీద కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా ఉంటే ఈజీగా మీరు ఆన్సర్ చేయగలుగుతారు. అండ్ ఈ